Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well and you're looking after yourselves. If you're following me on my TikTok, please head over to my YouTube to get the full video, and vice versa. If you're watching on my YouTube and you want to support me on my TikTok, please do. Right then, as I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Take what serves you, leave what doesn't. I'm going to do the bowl. Excuse me. Okay, so I am going to do a general reading just to soothe, really, to just be healing for you at this time. All right, again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Take what serves you and leave what doesn't. My intention is for this to be a healing message for you. Okay, right. Okay, so reading for the collective, please and thank you. Okay, ooh, okie dokes. Wow, this is lovely. Okay, is it a coincidence that I'm also wearing black and white? Anyway, let's not, this is not a fashion contest, okay, because it's Sunday and this is my chill out gear, my chill out clothes. Anyway, just stop. Synchronicity. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. Wow, what did I say? How did I open this reading? This is a healing message for whoever it is that needs it at this time. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. I just felt the urge to do this, and here we are. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we've got live your joy. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. Look at this. Transformations. Lots of beautiful butterflies, white butterflies. Underneath that, yeah. What did I just listen? Okay, I'm just gonna do these other cards. I wasn't going to, but the flow is here, right? Move your body. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. Some of us need to get up and get out a little bit more. I know that it feels good since I started again, let me tell you that. Anyway, transformation. What did I say? That's what I said as soon as I looked at the butterflies. As soon as I looked at live your joy, transformation. But really, when you think about it, even the synchronicity card, even this balance, yin and yang, represents transformation. And if you look at it just for a second, it kind of looks like the world. Just saying. Anyway, you can also see an aura around it as well. You know, I got two candles on. One of my candles has just gone out. Like almost just this whole yin and yang thing is it's just becoming apparent all over the place here. But anyway, transformation. Let's do this one. It says, thank you, Zadikil, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. This is third eye activation. This is, you know, awakening, transformations. This is death, rebirth. Take it as it resonates. And I'm just going to stop with this card because this is what the first card that I was seeing before I started shuffling the cards, which is kind of mad. At 404, 44 could be one of the synchronistic numbers that you're seeing a lot, or a lot of fours. Take it as it resonates for you. It could be just individual fours or 2-2. 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. Honor your feelings. Wow, this is a beautiful card. Wow. Thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions. This is giving me the nicest feeling. I'm just going to stop. Wow. Okay. I'm going to do this one. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to do this one as the last one, which is underneath. that card, and it says, loved one in heaven, thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so I'm going to pull from here. Oh, I'm going to pull from here, and then I'm going to do some of the tarot. So everything happens in divine timing, right? So as we're going through what we're going through in motion, in actual movement, in actual move your body movement motion, spiritually in motion, mentally, physically, as we're moving into and through the things that are happening, the things that are happening with us on the outside and what's happening on the inside, it's apparent that as we go through, everything is transforming at this time, whether we feel it or not, whether we're embracing it or not, whether we're choosing to go inwards or not. Something is happening with my throat chakra at this moment. It's interesting because it's like, maybe it's because in some respects we do feel different about the way we speak, about the way we view each other, about the way we feel, you know. But I've been having this vibration all day, this feeling of I need to do a reading, but I need to do a reading that is just whatever comes, like, so that whoever it is that hears this, that needs to experience the healing, or that is going through seeing the synchronicities, not sure of what the synchronicities are, or feeling out of balance and trying to find that harmony, that I've arrived, you know what I mean? Or that whatever it is that you need activating or healing, or to find that balance, that I can send something that helps you to find that healing that's required at this time. Okay, even if it's just a little bit, so that you can find your own joy. Yeah, there's more going on than meets the eye. Absolutely. Sometimes things are a challenge. Sometimes things are, yeah, absolutely. I mean, okay, so the first card is talking to me about how sometimes we have to reevaluate. Sometimes we have to reconsider the plans that we have in life and find another way of executing them, you know. Maybe you're having to pause things and travel at a later date. Maybe you're having to cancel and then rebook. You know, there's a lot going on within. So the way that spiritually we get paused, sometimes if we're racing to do something and it's not the right time, things will happen, whether that be, you know, the train gets cancelled, the flight gets cancelled, or something comes up that stops that movement because it's poor timing at that time and it's not synchronistic with you and what's meant for you at that time. Things will happen. You know, it could be that, you know, you experience an injury, you trip, or something, like, you know what I mean. There's generally something that it will be gentle as it can be with you, but that intervenes so that you pause and you stop, so that you arrive at the right time for whatever that motion is. Okay, so then the next one we've got is the Page of Air. So this one talks to us about how sometimes it can be really challenging to receive that information, like I was just saying. So say if there's a delay, or say if something's got cancelled for whatever reason, or say, okay, spirit is guiding me towards the throat chakra. Say if what you want to say, if you want to, what you want to speak is really hard for you to say at this time, know that this delay is happening for a reason. So the delay and the changes to any of your plans are happening because it's getting you ready for something else or something more here. So it could also be that if you're doing deep inner work at this time, or you're healing at this time, which is inner work, that you just need to take a little bit more time to focus on that. My ears are ringing at this time, and I did that bang on 10. So something is ending. There is a change that's coming forth, okay? You know, sometimes you can receive things and you're not ready for them. But I hope that as you go through these changes, it is something that you just always remember. You know, throughout life, sometimes things are hard and sometimes it is really challenging. But it's important to know that when something has been really bad, you've come through it. When something has been really hard, you've come through it. So you've got the strength within you to come through it. Like it's never gonna rain the same. That's not the same. What's the saying? What's the saying, Spirit? It never strikes. Thunder never strikes twice in the same spot, generally speaking. So it's like, know that the pain, whatever it is that you're going through, has happened, but you're on the other side of it and you're stronger for it. It has done something that has moved you into a space that is going to be more healing for you moving forward, okay? I'm getting a lot of sevens come through here. You could be seeing a lot of sevens within your synchronicities. That could be something that resonates with some of you, okay? I'm getting some sort of mediumship ability come through for some reason. Take it if it resonates for you. Okay, so this card says that there is a complex decision that's required, that you're working on at this time. Do as much research as you need to. Stop procrastinating and just go for it. Time is of the essence. You know, I'm drawn to the elements here as well. Air and water. Yeah, look. Justice. Infinity. This could be either spiritual. It could be both spiritual law, or it could be, you know, law in this time and in this universe. It says fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. It's time for, you see the scales here as well, and the infinity. This is also giving me a synchronicity. This is also giving me balance. You know, the synchronicity, the sign, you know, the sign of infinity. I don't know where my thoughts went then. My thoughts were going into synchronicity. The sign of infinity is synchronistic. Let's go one more from here and then I'm going to pull from the tarot. Yeah. I'm not surprised to see this card, the King of Water, which is very, very much like the King of Cups in this particular deck. It's completely different from the tarot. It is. Okay, thank you, Spirit. It is. So it says, open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice, charity work. So much like me being drawn to just share a healing message with you. This is the same thing, like in terms of just being kind to yourself, and also acknowledging that, you know, if you are feeling heavily emotional by everything that's going on around you at this time, you can only do so much. Give yourself a break by the fact that literally you can only do what you can do. Like, you know, it isn't for you to be trying to do everything. You can only do so, literally you can only do so much. So be kind to yourself, be compassionate with yourself, allow yourself to do what you can in terms of being able to give back. Okay, let's pull some tarot, some collective healing messages at this time. Support and guidance, just a bit of love. options, choices, decisions, thoughts, feelings. Yeah, yeah. Instead of being in a space where you feel like you're heavily stressed or you're losing sleep or you cannot move forward. And again, my throat chakra is suppressing something. Instead of feeling that suppression, know that there's options by how you can express yourself. Know that there are other options to express yourself. There are many options. You're not just, it's not just because it's always been a specific sort of way. Okay, so this is giving me a vibration of taking yourself out of the comfort zone. So if it's always been that, I don't know, you've always done things by making a phone call, for example, maybe it's time to now step out and see what other ways you can do things. Sometimes expressing yourself doesn't necessarily just mean talking. It can mean drawing, it can mean painting. There is something here. It's time for you to unblock whatever it is that's been blocking you saying, speaking your truth, putting that into existence, believing in it, manifesting it, and having that mirror image of the law of attraction help it come forth. Okay, it's 2 minutes. I'll take it. Yeah, better days are coming. A brighter outlook is coming, a brighter outlook that will have you stronger. And like I said before, and I'm getting, what doesn't kill you makes you strong. Listen, there is this balance that you're in control now. You can move this, you can move your joy into anything. It could be that, I don't know, you dance around in your kitchen while you're tidying up, you know, as an example. Like it's about that. Once you've released it, when you move around, you move your energy around your body as well. And as you do that, you allow yourself to start to feel joyful energies. You start to release the endorphins. You start to have that experience of oneness and alignment with yourself because you're activating your own joys. Okay, it's not, you don't necessarily have to always go outside yourself to implement and add that joy, i.e., you know, taking yourself out to a shop, for example, when there is something that you could do in your garden or in your house that will allow you to receive what is rightly for you. There's a lot of joy to come. Okay, yeah, it's apparent that, and it could be that this is, you know, you're the breadwinner or the main person in the family that brings everyone together. You're the person that brings harmony and stability and synchronicities and balance into everybody's life. But this is now about you being able to step into yours and being able to heal the depth of who you are, and then once you've done this work for yourself, then of course you can share that with others. But this is really pulling into the family card here, and I'm seriously getting a lot about throat chakra. It feels like there's a lot of expression that's required that maybe you're not ready for. Maybe you feel as though you're not ready for it yet. Yeah, but it's time for you to come into this. It's time for you to just start shining. It's time for you to know that you have this balance. See how she's got the two jugs and there's balance, and she's naked. There's no need to be afraid of you anymore. There's nothing for you to hide from. You know, all is well. All is well within and around you. And, you know, there's also this element of, it's really interesting because even the way that I'm channeling right now, it's like Spirit is really calming my energies to express with you, express this reading, but not in my usual bouncy Tigger personality expressive way, but in this really calm, I mean, I'm generally quite a calm person, to be honest, by personality, but I do have quite a lively personality. But they've the way that I'm being channeled right now is, it's like it's for the collective so that you receive how you're supposed to. It's supposed to be softer. This feels softer. This feels more Empress energy, more Mother Earth energy kind of vibration. And so the star card is really resonating with me in terms of, for whoever this is resonating with, and for whoever's receiving this message right now, I'm being drawn to, again, this yin and yang, this synchronicity, this balance between, you know, we are both light and dark, and we choose how much we want to sparkle and how much rest. You know, we, instead of looking at things as, you know, it's good and it's bad, when you're in that dark night of the soul energy, that's your resting period. When you're in the light, that's your expressive, you know, I'm ready, let me jump out, let me take the world on board, you know. So this move your body is moving you into this joy. It's time. It's time. You can still take your time to heal, but know that this transformation is, it's here. Yeah, it's time. See, it's moving you into this boss-like energy. The King of Pentacles is a boss. The King of Pentacles talks about being focused. So now you've come through, as you come through this transformation, you're moving into this focus of, how can I be the best version of myself? What does that look like? Where am I investing? How am I investing in myself? How am I growing? How have I transformed? And where am I going within this transformation? I'm getting some download information coming through right now, and it's really it's like, whatever has been playing on your mind, and whether it's been playing on your mind heavily or not, it's something has reset or is resetting. Yeah. Why is it resetting? For you to give birth. Because when you step into this joy, when you step into this change, thank you, Spirit, when you step into this change, it's going to really allow you to fully embrace you, but in a way that has you really balanced. It's a way that has you so balanced that it's like you're respecting your sensitivities too, instead of this, or putting all of those burdens down, all of those blockages, and working on yourself, your spiritual self, you know, yourself and all your relationships, all the things that are important to you. This is grafting. And whether it's grafting so that you achieve your goals for the next, you know, because we got that whole spring vibration. Yeah, man, it's you're going to be upgrading. So you've some of you have already upgraded. This is DNA upgrade, this is spiritual upgrade, this is mental upgrade. You're already starting to think about how you eat, where you go, what you're doing with your life, what's important to you, what is it that you need to work on, how often do you need to work on it. It's beautiful. And for some of you, you've mastered a couple of things here that you're going to be sharing with others, and that's why this is coming through this way. And again, the scales is giving me the balance. Yeah, spiritually protected. This is for those of you that are doing spiritual work out there, you know, you're really being acknowledged for what you're doing. You know, sometimes we just keep moving forward and we don't really get the time to just sort of stop and say, you know what, I acknowledge how hard I'm working. I acknowledge how many people I'm supporting, and I choose to continue to do that work. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I'm able to do that for people as well as for myself. Because listen, even people who are in leadership roles or authoric roles, they're also nurturing, healing, and loving themselves, because you have to. I have to pause myself. I have to take my time out, you know, sometimes reevaluate things, sometimes look at the depth of how much I've worked on and how much more I need to work on, and how how I'm balancing what I do so that I can get around all the things that I like to do and I need to do. And every single person has that in their life, and sometimes it's easy. Sometimes you have like, whew, you can do loads and loads and loads and loads of things all in one day. And then other times it's like, man, I read 26 things on the list. I only got 5 of them done. It's so frustrating. I'm going to move them onto tomorrow's list, but I've also got 26 things for tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's like just knowing that you'll get there, and knowing that the more that you call upon what's required for your highest good, the more that it will get much more simpler as you keep moving forward. Yeah. This is really giving me, I am getting a masculine energy, but that's more taking charge. And this is what this is more of taking charge of you, the feminine side. So okay, this is oh wow, this is the yin and yang of that too. You got the masculine and the feminine, because yin and yang are masculine and feminine energies as well. So the feminine in this as an expression is coming through as movement, dancing, you know, that could be singing, that could be writing. It's a movement of expression. It could be like yoga, tai chi, again dancing, that type of expression. That's very feminine expression. The masculine side of it is the male side, which is more dominant, which is more the doing. Don't get me wrong, the feminine side is definitely dominant. It's dominant in a different way though. It's more striking to focus. So the movement of the body, the movement that you choose to express yourself, allows a different type of focus to be on you as you do so. Okay, the masculine side is dominant in the sense that it's all about taking charge and the doing. The movement there is to make sure that you've physically carried out the task. And so it can be a bit more forceful, to be honest. It can be a bit more forceful. It can be a bit more, why didn't I achieve that 26 things from that list, and how could I now adapt myself so that the next day I can fit in at least 20, or I can challenge myself to at least 10. How can I reallocate my time? You know what I mean? So it's about organization. It's all about making sure that the synchronicities fit in the boxes that are required. But the feminine helps the masculine by editing and readapting some of those parts of the puzzles. Okay, spirit is really rounding me up here. Look at this. You know what, can't make it up. Literally can't make it up. Yin and yang card. This is the Cancer card, but yin and yang, you can see the yin and yang just by seeing. Look where we started and look where we're ending. What did I just say? Spirit is really rounding me up. It's beautiful, you know. At the start, oh wow, come on now. This is a cycle in itself. This is a cycle of life, you know. Where there's an ending, there's a beginning. Where there's a beginning, there's an ending. This is beautiful. And again, this is driving forward, the taking charge of life, taking charge of your life, being in this dominant masculine energy. You see how the feminine is just subtly in here in the moons. I love it. But moving forward, enjoying yourself though. You know, the orange all around here is about your joy. The orange is a colour of joy. a joyful expression. And this is just moving you forward. And sometimes, you know, it can be so simple. It can be that you just decide to add a little bit of, you know, orange to your wardrobe, but the dominance to move forward is necessary here. Okay, so take charge of yourself, allow yourself to feel the emotions and the passion for what you're doing and you want to do in this time, and know that you have an abundance of it in this, you know. And again, this, even though this is masculine and feminine energy, take it as it resonates, flip it as it feels right to you. But I'm just giving you kind of like the foundation and footprint of the masculine and the feminine energies and what they represent in my interpretation of the cards here. So, you know, you can make this fruitful to yourself in whichever way fits. But in terms of the masculine energy, the masculine, the King of Pentacles is a boss, okay? And he's holding that pentacle and he's still growing his grapes and his flowers. I mean, his blossom is all around him as well, you know? So the way that it looks can be different to everyone, but know that you're moving forward to be the greatest version of yourself. And that's all that we can do, really. So I'm sending lots of love and blessings to you. I hope that this reading has been healing. I hope you've heard what you've needed to hear. I hope that you are aligning yourself with each and every day to be exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, it's a road, it's a journey, it's got those bumps that are up and down sometimes, and we do all of this, you know, but we're still moving forward and we're doing it with confidence, we're doing it with pride, and we're doing it because it's our destiny and where we're supposed to be. Okay, so again, take what resonates, take what serves you, and I will speak to you all again soon, all right? I'm sending lots of love as always. Clear your throat chakras, okay? Do as much as you can to clear your throat chakras, even if it's a matter of you wearing the color blue. Sage and cleanse your spaces inside and outside, okay? Align yourself with your highest purpose and highest good, all right? Sending lots of love as always. I am closing this reading off here. Take care. Bye everyone.